marker.
To get 5 years on this show has been sort of beyond our dream at the start of it. I mean, you kind of hoped it'll go that way, but I never had this experience of success, so it's pretty special. And you can feel it right through the whole crew and all the actors. And it's almost like this kills us and for the other shows that are out there. And there's 7 long months of waiting to get back to here, and then it's over like that.
Tell you the truth, Zach, I was pretty low today. I didn't know she was your daughter. I didn't know
you didn't know. That's supposed to excuse it. I mean, come on, man, there's a 25-year difference in your ages. She's an innocent young girl.
Yeah.
I mean, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Well, she's not as innocent as you think, Zach.
Hey, what are you saying? What are you trying to say here?
The coroner is actually one of the sort of, it's really a social role. And that's what I found really fascinating, and that's why I think why the show is successful is because that's an area that not other shows legitimately tackle. Is Da Vinci as a coroner doesn't have to believe in a particular moral stance in order to pursue it.
You don't know anything about boys hanging themselves? You had nothing to do with it?
No, because it didn't happen. Consider your source, for God's sake. They're mental patients.
Well, I just talked to 2 of those. I found 2 of those mental patients, and they both tell me the same story. I haven't even started asking former staff out there, what stories are they going to tell me?
Nobody really knew who the coroners were. And after Da Vinci came along, I mean, they really knew in D.C., and I think it definitely had an effect on the knowledge of the people about what the coroner did and what the coroner can't do.
And I've come to totally change my opinion about what death is and how you should be dealing with it, just by watching these people. There's really no difference to what your life was like in terms of how you're treated when you're dead in our society, and that's good to know.
You don't understand. Some of these people, they were difficult. They would hide their meds and other things. I've been punched, bitten, verbally abused, but I never hurt anybody back. I swear.
God. He's gonna want to talk to you. Make yourself available, son. Get up. Go.
I can't imagine anybody else playing Da Vinci. I mean, you just think of it. Who else? I don't know anybody else.
So who's the member that you're looking at? Brian Curtis. He's in Vice. He's partnered with Suki. Well, it sounds like your informant's a little sketchy on hard evidence.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to put her on the stand.
Cut. Beautiful.
Having Nick direct an episode of Da Vinci's, I mean, he knows the material so well. So he's coming in with lots of ideas, and not to mention that he's an actor's director. So he's an actor himself, so he knows how to get the best performances out of all the actors.
What I would suggest is make this a lot more intimate. So you come in now and be like, who's this member? Because that's what's really bugging is a member here. And then we'll be like, just be aware everybody's watching. So put your heads together, talk about this. You know, so it's really like, I just want to get the whole deal on this.
Okay. Every time I work with Nick, it's like everything is alive and everything is, he surprises me all the time. And there's a lot to be said for that, especially doing that in this format. Well, are you sure that Suki's not involved in some of this?
Doesn't seem like it.
Then play it out like you're doing and let me know.
You know, in terms of like me being the director and also being in it, I just look at it one less guy to argue with. It's not that tough. They think it's a lot tougher than it is, but actually it's not that tough. And with the way David Frazee runs the camera department here, I don't have to think a whole lot. I can just worry about the acting part of it.
I don't want rumors of a necrophile getting out to the press.
You know what that sounds like to me? It sounds like a gag order. Is that what you want me to do here? Just shut up and go away?
I also remember what you promised me.
Yeah.
You're pissing people off.
Well, that's what I do. That's why you hired me. What are you telling me here now? I'm embarrassing you or what?
No. You're embarrassing the office of the coroner.
There's really no other reason why we're here after 5 years than the scripts. That's what's making us all the success that we've been talking about. And that comes primarily from Chris Haddock, because he has taken a firm hold on every department on the show. In my experience, that's what works.